I know it's half whited out, but this is the first semi-decent angle I've managed to get. Camera's got no light. A little example of how we get into places. Vertical pipe crawl. Down below, little. Yeah, the camera doesn't like it, so let's go in. So, this is an incredibly unique one. As you can see behind me, there's wooden battening and things. However, behind me, you've got all the original brickwork. Now, this is a place that has a little bit of special significance to me because back in my very younger years, this was one of the very first places I ever came to, back when it was fully abandoned, because it's not fully abandoned now. Little giveaway for those that are good on research. This is a fortification that has been turned into residential flats, but this part of the underground is typically not seen, and this is something I came to when I was very, very young. Now, unfortunately, and the reason why there's wooden battening behind me with all this black fabric is that maybe about a year ago, this place, one of the residents of the fortification used these tunnels to grow weed, basically. So that's why there's going to be a lot of drug paraphernalia, and basically it's a hydroponics lab, unfortunately. But we're going to ignore that, and we're going to look more at the historical side of things, because you can still. I mean, I'm in this vaulted ceiling right now, so I'll show you more of that stuff. We'll ignore the drug stuff. So let's go, and I'll show you around. Right, so first things first, I don't have my lamp with me. I wasn't expecting to come here, but you can see I'm stood on the edge here, and that goes down to the lower level. Now this is the way I got in. There is a hole here, and then you have to balance yourself across this laying down, and then swing yourself over to this ledge. Now this isn't going to be open for much longer, and I will not be putting this out until I know this has been sealed up. So this here is the guardhouse, and it's a shame that all this black stuff's in the way, because otherwise you'd be able to see the open space. But I will show you that in a moment. Now I'm going to go down here first. I will take you down the lower level. I will have to cut the camera because I can't. I've got no one with me. I'm on my own. There is someone that knows where I am. They're in another country, mind you, but they can at least call the emergency services if I don't call in 2 hours' time. And that's an important thing for you guys to remember. If you're going to do this kind of stuff, always make sure that someone knows where you are. But yeah, I'm gonna climb down these stairs, and then we'll pick it up at the bottom. Right, so I've climbed down. I'm now in the midsection of the stairway, and immediately I've looked over this way, and I can see that, because as a kid I only ever went to the top section and the tunnel that runs under the road. Now that I'm down here, I can see something runs off that way, so I'm quite excited. I want to see what that is. This is new to me now, even though this is a place I've been to before. So yeah, I'll turn you around and let's have a look, and let's find out together what that is, because I can see this big archway that looks like a tunnel. Dying to find out, so let's go. Right, so as you can see, this is the stairwell I've just climbed down. I probably should have used that thing. It's more like a ladder. That's how other people have done it. But it's interesting because you've got this kind of cast iron floor here, which is unique to this place, actually. I've not seen that in other forts, but let's jump down. We're going to go down into the lower levels. We'll be really careful. But yeah, look at all this old stuff. Look at all these old bicycles and things. God knows what the date is on half of these things. I mean, yeah, okay, it wouldn't be this area without a shopping trolley. I mean, that's going to be 70s, 80s. But yeah, you can see a lot of the remnants now of the hydroponics that they used for growing the weed, which is a real shame. It really does need clearing out. But really? So this big archway that I saw that I thought was a tunnel is just a little alcove. But yeah. Okay, so we've got So there you go. If you want some weed, there's some. Not that you want that bit, I guess. But what else is down here? So they've built this. Okay, so concrete. Okay, so it's quite small down here, and this is literally. Oh, yeah, you can see all the gear they've got. They've even built. Oh my god. Okay, fair play, fellas. This was a reasonably well orchestrated setup. Half tempted to take that extension lead for myself, actually. Yeah, I remember this coming up in the news, actually. Look, let's jump up to the upper level again, because that's far more interesting. Because there's this big tunnel that runs under the road, and hopefully into what was one of the magazine stores. So I'm going to climb back up and we'll resume it from where I first started the video. Right, so I'm back where we started now. I want to flip you round. We're on the upper level. This is the one with the tunnel. So let me flip. So yeah, these are the stairs I've just come back up. And it is a very small ledge here between me and this artificial wall they put up to grow drugs, but you can see they kept a distance between the two. And also there's a hole here that goes into the main chamber, but if we look up we can start to see the large vaulted ceilings above where they've built this kind of inside room. So let's go through. Wow, they really were determined to grow so much weed in here, weren't they? Like double levels. That's insane. Okay, but that's not what we're here for. We're not interested in that aspect of things. Let's go through. Right, okay, so I know immediately from memory that's the tunnel that goes off. It's a very long tunnel. But we'll have a look around here first. So where does that go? Oh, that okay, so that curves. That must curve round and meet to the main tunnel. You have to bear in mind, I'm talking about coming down here so long ago. So long ago. So forgive my memory. I mean, I was like a young teenager when I came down here the first time. Very interesting. Oh, you've got the original ironwork up there, look. That's pretty cool. But anyway, this is the bit we came for. It's the tunnel that goes under the road to the main fortification. But that's a lot of water. That is a lot of water. They even ran all the power down here. Jeez. Okay. But this is it. This is the tunnel. So I remember this. I remember this very well. Yeah, there we go. So that's where that other tunnel joined up. I don't know why they would have done that actually. Why would they split it off into two? That's very weird. Now, I have it on good authority that there is sensor lights here. So if the lights come on, we don't panic. Now, this would have been a ventilation shaft, but as you can see, it's been fully blocked off. So we will keep going. What's all this? There's not really anything down here of any historical interest. I mean, I have not got a clue what that is. I'm sure one of you guys will in the comments. But this tunnel is long. It goes all the way up under the road and up into the tower. And then we have another. Look at all this. Really? But this would have been, if I point you up, that's huge. So much of this history just gets brushed over, it really does. Oh, bare chalk. I don't remember. I must admit, I didn't remember bare chalk. I don't remember that. Not at all. But as I say, this was like the last time I was in here, I was like 13 years old. And I don't remember that either. But then we had really crap torches back in the day. Like, we didn't have the powerful things like we did. Oh my god, that's dangerous. That slab is hanging off. Well, I'm not going to stand under that. Oh, right, okay, so someone... Which way? Oh my god, that goes off that. So that goes up to the fort. I remember that. Was that a washing machine or something? But that would have gone up to the lower dry ditch. You can see someone has attacked the wall and tried to go through it there. But what's more interesting is on this lower step, I'll try and get the light right, there's still the wood. And I've mentioned this in videos before, what they used to do, because steps used to get worn, stone steps, really quickly. So there was a little cutout on the edge of the step where they just had a piece of wood, and they could replace the wood to make this as it got worn. And this one is one of the few that's actually got wood left. That's kind of cool. So this is the bit where we need to be quiet, because this does go up to residential areas. So forgive me if I don't talk too much. We're just going to see what's up here. Well, that's there to scare people, isn't it? The smell has changed. Yeah, there we go. So that's the end of it. That goes out into the residential area. We're not going to disturb people. So let's go back down into the tunnels and we'll make our way out. It's interesting how they've cut this bit larger, because it's really high there, then it drops down to the tunnel here. I wonder why they did that. If anyone's got any ideas, please do let me know. It's got to have something to do with this. Has to have something to do with that, because that is, I mean, look at the brickwork. That's insane. I honestly can't understand that, but I know that a lot of you guys are quite knowledgeable, so do put your thoughts in the comments. I mean, that's pretty common. Two bricklayers to line the tunnel. So yeah, this was this place. I'm sorry I couldn't give too much more information. The history behind this place I have covered in a previous video, because there is another section of this fortification that I've been in before, and I did go through a lot of the history. So I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. That will teach you more about what years it was built and what it was for, everything like that. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.